It looks like an old prison, or maybe a hospital, with air shafts penetrating down to painted-over skylights. A monstrous orange hulk that is one of the single biggest buildings buried in the Lost City. It towers over the corner of 6th and Main Streets, 90 years old. The Pacific Electric building once dominated the center of the city. Now its 500,000 square feet are just a dusty remnant of a time when this was the headquarters of Southern California's rail lines, both trains and streetcars. An investment company took it over from the railroad in 1983 and owns it today with hopes of selling it. The Pacific Electric is ideally suited to become part of the new residential zoning of downtown, and new potential owners are looking at it right now. But as we looked through the vast empty place, we saw this. 610 South Main Street already has a resident. Exactly one resident. Bert Schoenberg, who lives in the old train station lobby in the one-time barber shop, and he loves his giant home.
The building is marvelous. I don't think anybody could pay for such a building today. It's just fantastic, and you come across all sorts of goodies every once in a while that you didn't even realize that were here.
As usual in the Lost City, that is an understatement. The goodies range from the huge parking garage, which used to be the main train station lobby, now complete with cars parking right on the old marble floors, to what appears to be a beautiful intact ceiling, until Bert found this door, taking us to a long-abandoned, far more ornate ceiling area lost to time.
I swear that you can feel the whole ceiling giving with each step. I hope that that's just my imagination. I'm really hoping that that's not what's happening on every step I take.
Equipment is still lying around in the old offices at Pacific Electric, ancient adding machines, desks, and miles of hallways that stream past forests of dark wooden doorways. The top floors are dominated by polished marble that Bert says makes the place echo at night. For an 87-year-old man living here alone, it can be uncomfortable.
It's interesting and strange at the same time. It's a huge building full of architectural beauties, and really it's a pleasure to walk around. And at the same time, I'm the only person here. I sometimes get worried about street noises, thinking somebody might be lurking in the building.
Yeah.
But it always turns out to be a street noise.
Bert discovered he has his own penthouse in the Pacific Electric, possibly the biggest one in the entire Lost City. 5,000 square feet with a vaulted 40-foot arched roof. Just part of a home no one can believe.
Every friend who's visited me, I've taken them up here and shown them this, and they're flabbergasted. Yeah. It's, this was built by a very rich man at a time when money really went far.
Henry Huntington, who owned the Pacific Electric rail lines, built the building originally, again sparing no expense in a Lost City structure that lost its way over the years. Now a new owner will have to rework the vast place into homes, saving things like the massive atrium roof, long covered over, and maybe even saving a more important asset, like Bert Schoenberg himself. The one-time music major still plays his beloved Mozart piano pieces in his old barbershop home. It's often the only sound in the huge building. Bert doesn't care if the Pacific Electric finally becomes renewed housing. He just hopes that eventually there's room for him.
No, I wouldn't mind at all. I would just hope that I'd be able to afford something in the area afterwards.
Or maybe in the building.
Maybe, yes.
In the biggest building left in the Lost City, David Jackson, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.